Hello, everyone. Welcome to another segment of intellectual brainstorming and academic excellence. My name is David Oni, and my YouTube channel is David Oni Wiz. Today, I'll be looking at something extraordinary, something hot, something dynamic, something prolific, something good, something beautiful, something that can make your life to change, something that can turn your life around in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year. People will not recognize you again. In fact, you begin to imagine how come you've been able to meet up this level of what of financial wealth in your life, because wealth is an investment. Wealth is the future. Those that owns the future are those that are wealthy. Now, I'm going to talk about how to stop making other people rich. How to stop making other people rich, or stop making other people rich. Now, a lot of us are making other people rich and we don't even know. Unconsciously, we are making other people rich. Do you know that? A lot of us are doing that and we are guilty of this thing. Now, I will explain how are you making other people to be rich. Now, a lot of us, we want to behave as if we are rich. Most of us, most people, broke people, they make money to make them look as if they are rich. Do you understand that? They make money to look as if they are rich. And because of that, they want to go along with societal trends, or what is in trend, or what is in vogue. And how do they do that? In most cases, they go for vacations. Sometimes foods that they can eat in their house, they go to exorbitant, or they go to exotic restaurants to buy these foods. Apart from that, they also buy exotic cars. They buy expensive cars that they do not need. And most times, most of these cars, they become what we call liabilities. In most cases, we make other people rich because why? We engage in what? In liabilities. Liabilities does not create wealth, but what? You use more money to fund liabilities. Do you get it now? Now, how do we make other people rich? Now, you make other people rich when you buy things that does not have a value, or that cannot create value for your life. Most times people go to the shops to buy Gucci, they want to buy Champion, they want to buy the trending shirt or trending t-shirt or trending clothes in the what in town. Apart from that, they want to buy expensive shoes, they want to buy expensive watches, they want to buy expensive things just to look as if they are rich, just to live a pretentious fake life, just to impress people around them, to make them look as if they are rich. But deep down, they don't have anything. There's no savings, there's no investment, there's nothing to show that they are actually preparing for the future. And that's why I say those that owns the future are those that are wealthy. Are you one of those people? Do you understand that now? Apart from that, apart from the fact that they buy liabilities, they also engage in what? In things. They buy things into the house that will create dust, what I call dust. They create dust. Those things doesn't have or had any value to them. You can imagine some people, they change TVs every year, they change the electronics every year, they change the painting of their house every year, they change the interiors every year, they change the furniture every year, they change virtually everything every year. Everything, the gas cooker, the house, the interiors, everything, they change it everywhere. So every year, so that when people come to their house, they look at them as what? As being rich, as being superfluous, as being what? Exotic, as belonging to the higher class level. But there is nothing in the bank account, there is no investment to show. So a lot of people are eating their investment, they are eating their what? their future today. They are eating their future today. Unknowingly, they are eating their futures today. Unknowingly. So instead of going to the Gucci shop, instead of going to the champion shop, instead of buying Lamborghini, instead of buying a Nikon Navigator, instead of buying, all those expensive cars or latest cars in town, why don't you invest that money into something that will create value for your life, that in the next few years your life will change for better? So like I said, both people make money to look as if they are rich. Do you understand? Because they want to impress people around them. So indirectly they are creating income for other people, because those things that they are using their money to buy is creating wealth for other people. But on the other hand, it is not creating wealth for them. It is just what? A waste of money. Must you buy expensive clothes? Must you buy expensive cars? Must you do those things like going on vacations on every time, every year, because your friends are going, you want to go on that vacation, because everybody is doing it, you want to do it? But do you belong to the same level? Do you have the same level of income with them? Do you have what it takes to be on the same level with those people that are trying to copy their way of lifestyle? So stop making money for other people. Stop making money for other people. This is 2024. This is 2024. Now, what is the solution? If you find yourself in this predicament, if you find yourself in this situation where you engage in making money for other people, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What is the solution to this problem that we are talking about? Do you understand now? NEPA just took light. We are in Nigeria. I hope you understand. This is Nigeria for you. This is our trend. They just brought back the light. That is Nigeria for you. It's a country. I don't want to talk about Nigeria. It's not my business. You understand? Nigeria has its own problem, with its own predicament, with its own pandemonium, with its own political, socio-economic instability and ulubalus. I don't want to talk about those scenarios about Nigeria. So let's face ourselves. Let's face our own lecture. So like I was continuing, there's always a solution to every problem. Now, what is the solution? Number one, you must start saving money every month. Irrespective of how much you earn, learn to start saving money every month. You must start saving money every month. Avoid liabilities. Even though the money is very, very small, try and control your expenses. Try and control your finances. Try and control the way you spend money. Try and control those clothes you buy. Try and control those expensive watches you are buying. Try and control those expensive shoes you are buying. Try and control the way you are spending that money, because one day that money that you are spending might never come back again. But when you invest it, that money will stay with you forever. Do you understand that now? So number one is that you must save money every month. You must make it a compulsory thing for yourself, that every month I must have the limit of how much I spend, and I must have a particular amount of money I'm going to save every month. Then number two, avoid debt. Avoid debt. This is 2024. Avoid what? Avoid debt at all costs. A lot of people engage in what? In debt. You borrow money up and down, borrow money from here, borrow money from there. They are now calling you Mr. Debtor. They call you Mr. Debtor. When you see them coming, you run away. Avoid what? Debt this year. Now, I'm not saying you should not borrow money. What I'm saying is that sometimes, if you're going to borrow money, it should be something that should worth it. For example, you can borrow money to start a business. Of course, you can do that. That is what? That is meaningful. That is, growth. But when that money cannot add value to your life, does not have anything that can add to your life, don't borrow that money. Avoid what? The debt. Avoid your debt. Then, apart from the fact, if you have taken debt, pay up your debt. Because if you don't pay up your debt will be adding more interest. At the end of the day, you become more indebted. Do you understand now? Then number three, you must cut your spending. Cut your spending. Must you go to an expensive restaurant to go and eat every evening because everybody is there? You want to show that you have a social stratification, or you belong to the upper class. Then you go to that restaurant to go and spend 20,000, 30,000 on a food that averagely you can cook in your house with 5,000 naira. Do you see it now? So you must cut your expenses. Then another one is number 4, which is number 4. You must write down how much you make and how much you are spending every month. You understand now? You must write down how much you are making and how much you are spending every month. You need to know. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about here, budget. You need to know how much you are spending outside, how much you are spending every month. You need to know how much you are getting. You need to know what is your salary in a month. If you are in a position to know your salary, then you can be able to know or project what you are going to spend every month, what you are going to spend, what you are going to save, and what you are going to invest. Investment, savings, and spending. Investment, savings, and what? And spending. So you must write down how much you are making and how much you are going to spend. Now, then you must also, which is another point, you must create a system for your money. Do you understand? What do I mean by a system for your money? You must create a system for your money. This is 2024. What do I mean by creating a system? This system is what? Is 3. Number 1 is savings. Number 2 is spending. Number 3 is what? Is investment. So what I'm saying there is that you must create what you are spending. You must create a system for how much you are going to be spending in a month. You must create a system for what you are going to be saving in a month. And you must create a system for what you are going to be investing every month. That's why I said in the next 6 years, your life can change dramatically. Your life can change, your life can skyrocket, and you begin to wonder, is a miracle? Of course, a miracle, and it is possible. There's every possibility if there is a focus in what we do. If you have that determination, if you are zealous, if you are passionate, if you are hardworking, you can do it. Do you understand now? So you need to create a system for what? For your money. That is spending, savings, and investment. Then another one is what? You must fuel on, is that you must fuel the system. You must fuel the system. What do I mean by fueling the system? What do I mean by fueling the system? Fueling the system is that if you have a particular job you are doing, you can decide to add more other jobs to what you are doing. That is, you look for other source of income. You look for other source of income. Apart from the fact that you are doing one particular job, you can look for 1 or 2 other jobs that you can be doing, maybe on weekends, or when you come back from work, you can continue from where you stop. Do you understand now? So Nigeria is not a system where you have to be depending on one source of income. You must have a multiple source of income. You must have a multifaceted source of income. You must have a multi-dimensional source of income. You must have many sources of income, because one source of income is what? Is suicidal. So you must look for other source of income that you are going to be doing apart from what you are doing primarily. For example, maybe a teacher, when you come back from school, you can go out there and do what I call PP. You can go there and teach other people. You make more money. Do you understand now? You can do that and make more money for yourself. So you must, do this. The other one is that you need to protect your assets. You need to protect your assets. When your life begins to change, do you understand now? When your life begins to change, you are becoming wealthier, money is coming in, you have an investment, you have an asset, you have savings, and everything is working for you. There is every tendency that people can come after you. They can come after you. I'm not saying that they are going to kidnap you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying people will come and kidnap you. No. But there's a need for you to protect your asset. And how do you protect your asset? You must get a good lawyer. You must get a good lawyer, because there are some times in which issues might happen. Do you understand now? So you need to protect what you have. You must get a good lawyer. Number 2, you must have a good planner. Somebody that can assist you, that can advise you on what to do if you don't know what to do, or that can put you through on how you can continue for what you have been doing. Do you understand now? So you must get a good planner. Then you must get a good financial advisor. A good financial advisor on how to manage your wealth. So this is very, very important. 2024, protect your asset. It is very, very important. So wealth is an investment. What is an investment? Do you get it now? What is an investment? Wealth is a decade of sacrifice. Wealth is a decade of sacrifice. Somebody will say, well, I've invested 100,000 naira, they gave me 10,000 naira as an interest. after 1 year. It doesn't matter. Wealth is a sacrifice. It's something that you have to build from a particular level to another level. I can remember, when I was still very, very ignorant or gullible or ignoramus, do you understand now? When I didn't know anything, I felt it was time for me to be buying cars. I had 2 cars at that time. But now, car is a liability because you keep spending money. Sometimes you spend more money on your car than your wife and your children and your family. You can imagine that. Do you understand now? So car is not the major thing. If there's no car, I can use public transportation. Nobody's going to arrest me. That, okay, why are you using a public transportation? I've seen Otedola entering in a motorway in Oshodi. Do you understand? I saw a video where it was a passenger. People did not even know that it was Otedola that was in the bus with them. One of the most richest people in Nigeria entering a public bus. Most rich people, they don't buy expensive cars. You understand that? They buy average cars and they maintain their life and they are wealthy. They can solve any problem that they have. They can eat whatever they like. They can spend their money the way they want it. But before they got to that level, they have actually was sacrificed. So wealth building is a sacrifice. If you are not willing to sacrifice, then you are not willing to build a wealth. Do you understand now? Then wealth is a lifestyle. Wealth is a lifestyle. For you to be wealthy, you need to know what you are going to be eating. You need to know what you are going to be wearing. You need to know the kind of shoes you wear, the kind of wristwatches you wear. You need to know the kind of things you do. Do you get it now? And when you know all those things, you'll be able to reduce your expenses. You'll be able to reduce your expenses. It is not necessarily important that you have to buy a brand new clothes. Do you understand now? You can go to those places, you have them in Lagos, in some places there, you can buy second-hand clothes. Nobody's going to arrest you. Of course, second-hand clothes have first grade. Nobody's going to arrest you on that. You understand how you live your life the way you wanted to live your life. Do you get it now? Now, you need to make a decision on what you want to be in life. You need to make that decision. Do you want to be wealthy, or do you want to be an oi polloi? Do you want to be poor? Do you want to live a poor man's life? Do you want to be begging from one place to the other before you can feed? Do you need to be calling your friends to assist you every time to feed yourself and your family? You need to make that decision. Now is the time. Make that decision. So make decision on what you want to be now. In the next 3 years, in the next 4 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 6 years, in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years. What do you want to be? Are you going to be a millionaire, a billionaire, or a poor man, an human being, someone that does not have anything? Do you want to be like that? Then now, lastly, you need to earn more money to invest. 2024, you must earn more money to invest more money. Earn more money to invest more money. Avoid wastages. Avoid liabilities. Avoid things that will take money away from you. Stop those vacations. Stop buying expensive cars. Stop living like an elite when you are not an elite. Stop living a pretentious life. Stop living a fake life that cannot favor you. Now it is time for investment. Now it is time for you to build your future. Till we meet next time, I remain your humble, loyal servant, David Oni. Thank you so much to our returning subscribers. We really appreciate you. And if you have not subscribed, subscribe now. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.